Hi T, how are you today?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm great. Okay, so do you think I can interview you for 15 minutes and record you?
Definitely.
Thank you. So we have three topics that we could interview you.
hmm
The first one is my last holiday, my work, and my hobbies. Which one would you be interested on?
Um, I'd be interested about talking about my last holiday.
Oh, great. Okay, so what was your last holiday?
Well, it was this past December. I got to go to Ecuador and visit the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, how come did you go to Ecuador?
Well, I went with my girlfriend. That's where she's from, and I got to meet her family and travel.
Oh, that sounds like a great experience.
It was.
Really, what did you do? What was the most important part of it that you did?
Um, well, when we first got there, we spent a few nights at her house, like her parents' house, and got to meet her brother and um, her sister-in-law and their kids, and just get to know the family a little. And then most of the trip we went to the Galapagos.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
hmm
How was the experience of meeting her family?
I was excited and nervous at the same time.
How
Um,
come?
well, I've met her parents before, but uh, they were in a different environment. I guess they were over here for her graduation, but this time I was in their playing field, their home.
That's interesting.
Yep.
So, are you from here, from Evansville?
Not originally. I grew up in Kuwait,
Mhm.
and I was basically born and raised there, but I did come back every summer.
Oh, that sounds like great. So you guys are like international couple or something like that?
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Mhm.
So how is it like dating here?
It's awesome. I mean, we get to experience different parts of the world, as you said, and it's just a different experience.
So are you guys dating and what's her age?
Well, she's just turned 22 last year, turning 23, same as me. I'm a couple months older, and we've been dating for about a year and a couple of months.
Is it like different like since you guys have different ethnicities or anything like that?
I mean, there's some differences, obviously, but there's also a lot of similarities that we find between the cultures and everything else.
Well, what's similar when you went to Ecuador and you were with her family?
One of the most relatable things I can think of right off the bat was the the people there and the way they acted, the way they dressed, even the way they drove.
Oh,
Remind
that's funny.
yeah, it reminded me a lot of Kuwait.
How? So how do they drive? Is it like here in Evansville or not?
Definitely not. It's they drive pretty crazy. It's like everyone's out for themselves. They always drive recklessly, but somehow manage not to crash or harm anyone that often, I guess.
Oh wow. So do you drive that crazily or?
Uh, Not that you're aware of.
Oh. Have you ever had any accidents when you were traveling or anything like that?
um,
I mean driving.
um, Thankfully, knock on wood, I haven't gotten in any accidents like I wasn't my fault. I was in an accident, but it was the driver behind me's fault. But other than that, thank God I haven't been in any accidents or anything.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good.
Yep.
Um, so So tell me more about the last holiday.
Hmm.
Like what other things were like similar or like oh no no no. How about tell me about more about like what was different?
Um, I mean, the food for one was, well, it was also similar, but there's different aspects that were different. Like the main similarities were like the rice and some sort of protein, which is meat, chicken, or fish, which is very common back in Kuwait. But I mean, the differences were like the snacks, I guess, the empanadas,
What is that?
an empanada.
Mhm.
It's like the easiest way to describe it is like a tortilla with stuffing inside it, whether it's chicken, meat, cheese, and then it's folded in half and fried.
That sounds yummy.
Yep, it's like almost like a half hot pocket,
Oh, okay.
deep
I
fried.
get it.
Yep.
Do you know how to make it?
Oh yeah. Well, I've been trying. Me and my girlfriend have been trying to make it several times, and thankfully it's gotten better every time. So hopefully I'll be mastering it soon.
So do you guys usually cook? What do you guys do for like having fun or like you guys travel? I mean, you guys are an international couple. How is it?
Well, in our 1 year or 1 year or so together, we've already been to uh, two countries and several different states. So we've been to Mexico, Ecuador, and then we've been to several different states here in America. To Detroit, Georgia, Nashville, St. Louis. Um, and hopefully we're also looking forward to a trip to Miami.
Oh, that sounds great. So it sounds like you guys love traveling.
Yeah, I mean, when we have the time and we can afford it, I mean, the best thing to do is to get out of town and clear your mind and just spend time together.
So is it that something that you guys do frequently, or is it like something that you guys do every break, or?
Um, so far we've tried to go somewhere every break, even if it's not that far. Like as we said, St. Louis and Nashville. It's only a couple hours away, but it's still getting out of the city and getting out of our daily routines and just changing things up. So we always look for a long weekend, whether it's a 3 day or 4 day weekend or even a spring break coming up.
Ah, that sounds great.
Hmm.
That sounds good. So is it like what do you guys do when you guys travel? Like, how?
Yeah. Um.
Are you guys like try new restaurants or like museums or like?
Yeah. I mean, we kind of go and see what the main attractions are, or what's going on that weekend, or whatever time we're there. Um, yeah, we usually just try to explore the area. Like when we went to St. Louis, we've been to the Children's Museum, the the St. Louis Art.
So do you like art?
Um, I'm not too good at art. I mean, I enjoy it, but I think my girlfriend's more artistic than I am. Yeah, she enjoys painting on weekends that we have off or anything like that.
Oh,
Hmm.
so what is that you like? So like you said that your girlfriend's more artistic. So what is your strength? What do you consider is your strength?
Um, I don't know. I just enjoy doing different things. I mean, trying new things. Definitely enjoy going 4-wheeler riding. I love cars, and yeah, just new things, traveling, as you said before.
Do I heard that you like cars. So like do you like driving them, working on them, or like just see like like just researching about them? What is that you like about cars?
I guess everything, all of the above. I enjoy what they look like, their engines, their speed, the way they drive. Um, but like, I just love looking at them and like thinking about the possibilities of what it could be. I can see most people see a old beat up truck, and I can see a project that would make it a beautiful truck.
Mm, that actually sounds very artistic.
Yeah, well, I guess it's its own artistic way.
Right? Yeah, true.
Hmm.
So, do you think that you will do something in the future with cars, or that's not your like area that you focus on,
Um,
or is it more like a hobby or something like that?
well, currently I'm mainly focusing on studying like I'm doing business. That's what I'm studying here at USI. And so, I mean, I could always make a business around cars, which I possibly could see that happening in the future. But right now, I'm just trying maybe to start somewhere, just start with the first car and see where it goes from there, whether I like it, whether I don't, whether it's too hard, whether it's just not my thing, or I don't know, just need to experiment with it.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So what is that you're studying?
Well, right now I'm doing my master's. I recently graduated from USI last year with a major in business management and a minor in criminal justice, as well as a certificate in entrepreneurship. And so, right now I'm currently doing my MBA. This is my second semester, and um, I'm thinking about um, focusing on HR, which is human relations.
That is so interesting. So like you like business, you like cars. Um, so what made you decide to actually pursue your MBA?
Well, I mean, in today's day and age, I mean, yeah, a college degree is important and is an achievement, but it's becoming more of a common education, and so an MBA would be that extra factor that I can differentiate myself on.
Mm-hmm. So like, so it will be something that you consider that will push you a little bit farther, like a little bit extra from what is the common thing.
Exactly, yeah. And I've even considered uh, maybe even continuing with my PhD afterwards.
Oh, what would you like to do with your PhD?
Um, just right now, I'm thinking about the possibility of teaching and maybe becoming a professor. Um, I know it's a lot of research that goes along with it, so I'll also need to start doing that and see whether it's it's a job for me or not, and just researching more.
Oh, okay. So maybe you could be a professional full time and um a person who customizes cars in the part time.
I mean, yeah, it's always a possibility. I mean, you can never just define one thing you're gonna do and just go for it. I mean, it would be good to do that, but you never know what's gonna happen.
What do you mean by you never know what's going to happen?
Um, I mean, there's a lot of examples out there in the world that people grow up thinking they're gonna do one thing, and the next thing you know, they're doing a whole different thing that they're not expecting. I mean, people grow up wanting to be a pilot, and the next day they might be even a doctor or something else or anything else. Just what possibilities uh, show up or appear in their life at the time.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's true.
Hmm.
Um, so far, do you think like business is your thing or like more like cars is your thing?
Um, I mean, I think it could be both at the same time. It's a business of cars, and so I'm right now I'm working on the business part of it, and then maybe in the future I could work on the cars part of it, and then someday have my own car garage or dealership or something like that. The best of both worlds.
That will be amazing. I feel like that will be the dream of every guy, and especially you that you're so interested of going ahead on your future and like planning.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm hoping for that.
Good, good. All right. Well, um, thank you so much for letting me interview you, and I wish you the best luck on your goals.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you interviewing me. Thank you.
Thank you.